Long before Fast and Furious turned modern street racing into a movie franchise, the tie rods were burning rubber from Concord, Mass. To the West Coast.
I'm running in circles for you, baby.
Back then, you had to have a hot rod or a hot rod under construction to join the club.
Bob Holloway would join in 1956.
And I had a 1940 Ford Coupe back then. That was my first hot rod.
Frank Cutting got his first project car from the family barn and an unlikely benefactor.
This car was purchased by my grandmother.
The car would go through many iterations over the years, including one to accommodate his wife.
I married a blonde, so I can't have convertible. I'd turn her into a lobster, you know.
While the West Coast dominated hot rod culture in the 50s, these kids from Concord held their own.
My brother's name was Ed Hovagimian, and he won the first national hot rod meet in Linden, New Jersey, #1 overall. And my brother drove this down, won the whole show, and drove back.
Al Hovagimian is Ed's younger brother.
It pretty much hung around, which was known as Crosby's Corner now, but used to be a gas station there. Crosby's gas station. Everybody kind of congregated there.
While his brother Ed has passed away, Al keeps his memory alive in the cars he built.
This was my brother's car. It was just built from scratch. You just hear one of these things start up, and all of a sudden you're a kid.
Brian Lennox has been with the club for 10 years. He is a second-generation member, but is probably better known as the current driver of one of the club's most iconic cars.
So this is a 1950 Mercury known as Fred's Lead Sled. It was owned by Fred Steele, one of the founding members of the club, and he built it to go cross-country in 1976.
On a recent drive to Fenway Park at sunrise, Lennox captured photos of Fred's sled that show some things never go out of style.
It's really important to keep showing these cars off so that the history doesn't die away.
This is how we do it, gotta go back in time.
The tie rods were happy to show off their wheels in a mini parade just for us. But to truly appreciate these beauties, you'll have to see them for yourself, which reunion chair Kevin LeCompte makes sure you can do annually.
The Tie Rods Old Timers Reunion is a New England tradition. There could be 15 or 20 of the original club cars from the 50s and 60s, and they just don't come out. They come out for that show.
But the tie rods are more than classic car collectors. They can still burn rubber. Just ask Bob Holloway.
I still race today. I run a car at the Bonneville Salt Flats. Next year will probably be my last year. I'm getting close to 90.
With more than 50 championships on his resume, he's had quite a run.
I've been doing this, 70 years? So you have to win once in a while.
This is how we do it.
Wow, in the early days, the tie rods worked really hard to change the public's image of what a hot rodder was.
Right, hot rodders didn't always have the best possible reputation, as you can imagine. So they kicked out some of the more rowdy members of the club. They also came up with these little business cards, which they would then hand out to people they helped along the road, maybe with a flat tire or jumping a battery, something like that. And the card actually says, "You have been helped by a member of the tie rod." So they've been doing a little bit of public relations over the years as well.